Hello, and welcome to another episode of In Lexington.
Everything I do is brand new. I must continue. Yeah, everything I do is brand new. I must continue.
And today we are in Venice Beach, and I'm gonna take you through the canals of Venice. The Venice canals behind me. In the 1890s, one man's dream of a Renaissance resort and amusement park transformed a deteriorated marshland west of Los Angeles, California, into the Coney Island of the Pacific. Abbot Kinney, a wealthy tobacco mogul, world traveler, and co-owner of the Ocean Park Casino and Resort, came to odds with his partners. After he won the flip of a coin, Kinney surprisingly chose the undeveloped marshy land south of Ocean Park. He envisioned a resort town culturally reminiscent of Venice, Italy, complete with canals, gondolas, amusement piers, hotels, and Venetian-styled structures. Kinney, along with a landscape architect and town planner from Boston, Massachusetts, and an army of architects, began to design a 70-foot wide, half-mile-long Grand Canal and a 900-foot-long amusement pier jutting out into the ocean. And all town buildings were to be Venetian Renaissance style. In September of 1904, the Los Angeles Pacific Company enabled inland Los Angeles residents to visit Venice by completing the first electric trolley line. Building was almost complete, and all was running smoothly until two monstrous winter storms demolished the pier. The opening had to be moved from May to July. Over 1,000 workers toiled around the clock. On June 30th, ocean water streaming in through two huge pipes began flowing at a rate of 500 gallons a second, filling the canal's central lagoon. The reconstructed pier, 2,500-seat amphitheater, and pavilion were completed, and Venice of America was ready to open. And celebration of the utmost was in order. July 4th, 1905. There was something for everyone. Yacht racing, swimming races in the lagoon, band concerts, and of course, fireworks. Venice of America was a success. All summer, the work continued on the canal network, and the residential real estate sold like hotcakes. Later that summer, the crowds grew when more imported gondolas and the miniature railroad arrived. It was to cart people in and around town. In January of 1906, Kinney's Midway Plaisance opened. On the south bank of the lagoon, you could visit Darkness and Dawn and go to Hell, as based on Dante's Inferno. Kinney was in constant competition with his former partners. They had dance parlors, he built a bigger dance parlor. Kinney set his sights on matching Ocean Park and building his own oceanfront bathhouse and plunge. However, his former partners refused to issue him proper permits. In defiance, Kinney poured the concrete foundations. In a big standoff, the sheriff attempted to dynamite the fledgling plunge. However, the Women's Pick and Shovel Club picnicked on the foundation, and the sheriff backed down. Kinney had his way, and the Venice plunge opened. Over the years, new attractions kept the crowds coming. The aquarium opened in 1909. The pier was widened for a carousel, a Japanese tea house, and more restaurants. In 1910, the Scenic Railroad opened. In 1912 came bathing suit beauty contests and the Virginia Reel. In 1916 came a replica of Noah's Ark. Also in 1916, the Giant Dipper, known as the Wicked One, replaced the Big Dipper. A sign read, "This is sure some wicked ride." In 1918, the Ferris wheel. In 1925, 2 airplanes. And 1934, the Venice gondola. By the 1920s, Abbot Kinney died from lung cancer. The pier burned and his son rebuilt it. Venice was no longer a picturesque resort. Oil was discovered, and Venice became an oil boom town. This is the Grand Canal in 1930. Sadly, as the auto gained in popularity, the canals were viewed by many as outdated, and the bulk of the canals were filled in 1929 to create roads. During the Depression, after the amusement piers were closed, Venice became a ghost town. The pier was finally closed and demolished in 1946. Join me every Thursday for a new In Like Sin. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe. All the social media links are here or down below. Click subscribe. Look for a new In Like Sin every Thursday.